There we go. There's SiriBot. We'll be getting started in just a little while, everybody. We'll be getting started around hopefully the 4-minute mark on the elapsed time at the top left of the screen there. So as per usual, get thyself prepared and we'll get into the game real soon, hopefully. Alright, everything seems good there. Yeah, I don't know, sometimes I have like, the mixed reactions, I guess, of, knowing the fact that, I can, about like, going to my own stream and, making sure everything is good, especially like for, my, like, headset wise and everything. I mean, hey, whenever, thinking about it, in a way too, it's just like, hey, I don't really have a whole lot of my mods that are able to come around during my streaming time, so I gotta make do with what I can, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we'll give it a couple more minutes, let, people who, let people, file in if possible, because I know probably it's not going to make much of a difference, but, sometimes, it's best, just kind of just to wait it out and see, because I know at least, like, sometimes, notifications can be a little bit iffy, if that makes any sense, like basically in a nutshell, they, sometimes, they may show up for people a little later or whatever, so. But it is what it is. Okay, so I'm in purple on Discord, that's nice. Alright, so it is now past the 4-minute mark, and since Stream Elements, SiriBot, and my phone have all done their notifications and everything, I guess I'll go ahead and get started. So, hey yo, my fellow Rumomaniacs, it's Mr. Rumorose here, and welcome, I guess like technically welcome back to Oh Sir, the Insult Simulator. It's been a good hot minute since I last played this game, but first and foremost, I know that I said that I was going to either be playing Wolfenstein: The Old Blood, or like Batman: Return to Arkham Asylum, or something, depending on how things, went for today and everything, and, I do technically still plan on trying to see if I can do, like, Arkham Asylum, like, maybe tomorrow or something, but for today, I kind of figured, I just want to kind of just, take it a little bit easy and take kind of chill and just have a jolly old fun time, if you will. So basically, I was on the PlayStation Store and everything, and I was looking at the various games and stuff that the store had, and lo and behold, I happened to have found not only Oh Sir the Insult Simulator, but I also found the Hollywood Roast as well, which I thought was pretty fucking cool. Um, I believe that I have played Oh Sir the Insult Simulator here on stream, but I don't think I've done anything with the Hollywood Roast because I do kind of remember some of the times that I tried to play the Hollywood Roast on Steam. I did kind of remember there were some times where frame rate was a little bit iffy. And I think, and I'm not putting my money on this or anything like that, but I think probably the reason why the Steam version of the Hollywood Roast was a little bit iffy to play around with at times was because of the whole workshop situation. Because basically in that show you could be able to make it to where you could have different kind of skins to play around with and everything, and I believe most of them, if not all of them, were known to be a thing that you could build you could take the base character, you could take a base from one of the characters in that game, and give it use a different skin for or whatever. And I believe sometimes you can even do a thing where you can be able to change the whole voice entirely, so that way you think oh, this is not just a reskin, but this actual a new thing or whatever. But I figured that because of how I got both this and the Hollywood Roast and everything, and I wanted to see how things would play out on or I want to see how things play out at least on console wise. I figured that what, I wanted to relive this because it was one of my favorite games, and that's pretty much what we're going to do today. Maybe in the future I might do a thing where I go online and try and go up against other people or whatever, because apparently this thing does have crossplay, which let's see, I think there's a thing that shows it somewhere. Yeah, right there. You see, it has a little crossplay option you can play around with, whatever, which I think is pretty cool because having the ability to play against people who are on PC and whatnot, definitely pretty fun. But what I'm going to do today is I'm probably going to be doing tournament mode for quite a handful of characters. Maybe try and get all the other characters unlocked as much as I can, because I there's 1, 2, 3, 4, about 4 different characters and everything like that. We might do some tournament modes or something like that, and then just go through every character and see how things go. I believe this one right here, I believe this is the Postal Dude, and this one here is Lo Wang, the new Lo Wang, or the new Wang, however you want to refer to it, but yeah. So we got a few options to play around with. We got Albert.
I'm Albert. You can call me Albert.
We always got little bio for the characters, and and their little situation of what triggers them. So I'll just go through all of these and read them for you and everything. But Albert gained his trade experience on the streets of London and has not yet found a get-rich-quick scheme that he couldn't make work for him. A truly self-made man, he rose from being such a shady local owner Hatchney to a well-known and well-respected businessman in the city. You can see immediately if a deal is a steal, and if you need to sort the buyers from the buyers, he's your man. Just don't bring up his origins, 'cause he's an bit touchy when it comes to the stereotypes. You got in the whole little situation of, tell me, son, how do you earn for a living? H.P. Lovecraft.
Your personal demonologist here.
For decades, he dreamt hidden deep beneath the mystical seas of oblivion. His powers to directly and indirectly influence the sci-fi genre were growing stronger. You know who I am talking about. You know, and you shake in terror just thinking about him, and your pants turn brown when you finally dare to speak his name. I am talking about H-word Theophilus Lovecraft, known in mentioned as H.P. Lovecraft. He has come back to perform the ancient rites, more witty and fanciful than ever. Bow now before his nasty tentacles. Got that. And apparently you could talk about terrifying vistas of reality.
Oh, hi there. It's John Shufflebottom here.
John is a British chap. This might be a sufficient description, but it'd upset poor John because he aspires to be so much more. In his mind, he's a true gentleman and a men's fashion expert. He really thinks that his satire column in Enfield Today makes him one. But at least he smells nice, brushes his teeth, and can throw on an obscure local incentive as befits the British chap. And then this thing is style is not something to be taken lightly.
You can call me Mrs. Maggie, love.
Excuse me. So, with Mrs. Maggie, she's seen things you people wouldn't believe. She fought wars, flirted with 2 presidents, composed a score for a naughty film, owned an arcade, and got stoned on the 20th anniversary of her menopause. For 10 years, she was in a gang. She just recently retired. For all those moments will be lost in time, like tears in rain. Time to kick the bucket. And her thing is about like my days are numbered, which I always talk about like age and whatnot. I believe, yep, Sir Knight is the last one.
Sir Knight, at your service.
Kids these days, TV, rap music, video games. He has more important matters on his mind than keeping up with infantile new technology, fashion, and language. Reading Shakespeare's latest book, winding clocks, straightening his urinary that word. I'm still kind of waking up a little bit, but it's whatever. But everything changes when he realizes that kids look jealously at his old-fashioned clothes. At the moment he decides to become a hipster. And the thing is, I cannot keep up with modern times. So, there's all that. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to start with H.P. Lovecraft and work our way to the right until we eventually get to Albert.
Do you have a minute to talk about Cthulhu?
Alright. Now, for those of you that have never played Ulcer the Insult Simulator and wondering like how tournament mode works, basically it's pretty simple. You have basically like 5 scenarios you know, each in like different places, more or less. And you always have like and you always have like, you know, different people to go up against. Technically you have like 4 random characters to go up against, and then the 5th one is the big man upstairs, if you catch my drift. And basically, in a nutshell, you have to, you know, make sure that you defeat your opponents and everything, and then, you know, the more that you do, the more scenarios you can move on to, and then you'll eventually get to the final scenario. So, there's that. So, without further ado, let's get into the first one, shall we?
I wish to complain about this parrot I purchased.
The Norwegian Blue. What's wrong with it?
It's dead, that's what's wrong with it.
No, he's resting.
And wanted to be your mother. And still supports Windows, still uses Windows Vista.
You are worthless and wanted to be your mother and still use Windows Vista.
Ouch! Your sister has worse hair than your beloved auntie.
Your sense of style. Oh. Wanted to be homeless man's socks. And is dull and ugly. And is getting fat.
Your sense of style wanted to be homeless man's socks and is dull and ugly and is getting fat.
Ooh, your country worked with
Your sister was defeated by, I'm probably going to have to use you, because he's probably going to take the Epstein jock straps.
Your sister was defeated by you. And now let me finish the ranks.
Your son wanted to be Stalin's jockstrap.
Your husband smells of your son and had too much of fungi from Yuggoth. And you know it's true.
Ouch! Your sense of style was your house.
That took a little too long. The reason I can never come with some bloody Minger and was in jail.
Your mother reads Necronomicon with some bloody Minger and was in jail, which will make you die or go insane.
Got her.
Husband is homeless man's socks.
You're clearly not a parrot expert. I can assure you I am qualified to assess his mood.
I'm sorry, you were right all along. He's probably just pining for the fjords.
Mic drop. Got a trophy. So yeah, basically, when it comes to this game, like the only things I've really done was like just playing around with the tutorial and everything, to kind of like just mainly know about the controls for the game, because of how, like, you know, previously, mainly because of how, like, previously I think like most of the controls were like, you know, with a mouse, you know, for PC and everything. And I got like I want to say like maybe 1 or 2 trophies at most, or something. But yeah, everything else I haven't really touched, because I figured, you know, what better way, you know, to, you know, just you know, get all the trophies is, you know, than just, you know, by simply, you know, just playing the game on stream, you know. So I just checking Twitch and everything, seeing what's going on. Yeah, I figured that's probably gonna be a thing, because Mick Morgan is going live. Alright, so now we're on the second scenario out of 5. And we're by the lake, and our little opponent thing is Nigel.
Good morning. Does this dead body belong to you by chance?
Of course not. I just borrowed it to the teacup on.
You murdered this poor man to pee on his rotting corpse?
How could I murder him when I was hiding in a shrubbery with me rifle the whole morning?
All right, you might have a perfect alibi, but you can't deny that.
Teaming romp with a frightened schoolboy. Suck it.
Your son has a steaming romp with a frightened schoolboy.
Oh, your husband, probably murdered.
Hmm. The math teacher poses new for this lake and has an unsightly face.
Your math teacher poses nude for this lake and has an unsightly face.
Oh, your sister dances like you.
Your father. Changes into your son. Your son and will always be alone and is very naughty. And was defeated by that thing on your doorstep.
Your father changes into your son and will always be alone and is very naughty and was defeated by that thing on your doorstep. And now let me finish the rites.
Ouch, you act like your house.
Oh gosh, I see something in the little suggestion thing.
Your wife gets turned on by tentacles and goes around murdering people.
Your son looks like your face.
Your wife was born in your house and acts like Dagon.
Get him.
You tough
Maybe you're not a murderer, but you sure have a filthy mouth. I'm still calling the police.
Please do. I deserve a death sentence for how I've treated you. Let me just finish my crumpet.
Oh, so now we're getting the new boyo. So, now we're on scenario 3 of 5, where we're at a train compartment, and now we're going up against Grisha. If I remember correctly, Grisha is one of the characters that you can unlock, so...
Excuse me, I believe this is my seat.
Your seat? Does it have your name on it?
I don't think so, but I have a ticket.
First class, eh? You don't look like a first class to me. Hmm.
You gotta love it.
Your country has a steaming romp with your wife, mate.
Ooh, your husband and...
Hmm.
Secretly adores.
Your beloved auntie secretly adores Louisiana swamp priests. And now let me finish the rites.
Ooh, your heart was born in your father, sir.
Hmm.
Take that.
Your sister and the lumberjack are elderberries.
Your father has a steaming romp with your hat and has only local multiplayer. Nudge, nudge.
Ouch!
Ah, shit. I got nothing, so...
Your sense of style and this conversation. Salt your seat, tovarish. Your math teacher and your son were? Uh-huh.
This train smells of your wife, and you still use Windows Vista and piss off.
Ouch! Hmm?
That might do it, but it might come close as well.
Your father admires pictures of you and supports your beloved auntie.
Your husband never watched Star Wars, and the dead one still dreams in Rolia.
Ooh,
There we go.
You're too much of a commoner to sit here.
you're right. It's not my ticket anyway. I literally murdered for it, but it wasn't worth it after all.
Gotta love it. Alright, so fourth scenario at the ER against Sir Knight. I'm trying to remember if like scenario 4 is always at the ER because because like usually 9 times out of 10, you know, like I feel like 9 times out of 10, you know, like if you have like the fourth scenario be at the ER, then you could basically be like, okay, like, all this stuff happens, and then you basically go on to meet the big man upstairs.
Excuse me, but I need this liver. I was shot, and I'll die in a few minutes if I don't have it.
Terribly sorry, sir, but this is my liver, and I'm quite fond of it. I've partied my whole life, and I'd quite like to continue.
I'm dying, and you're worrying about parties?
Oh, look at me, it's so sad. I'm dying. You know what's really sad?
Please and enjoyed Batman vs Superman.
Your sense of style is deceased, and enjoyed Batman vs Superman, Mr.
Oh, your house has worse hair than you. And I have proof.
Your mother is vile and talks to strangers. And now let me finish the rites.
Ouch! You secretly adore this conversation.
Oof.
Ouch!
Hmm.
Hmm.
This conversation supports your father and is getting fat.
Ouch! Your son had too much of fungi from Yuggoth and is an uneducated nincompoop. And the dead one still dreams in Relia.
Ouch!
Oh, this is gonna be close.
Your sister and your hat change into your house, you tottering full-born hedge pig.
Ugh! Your sense of style doesn't own a color telly.
Hmm.
Your wife is an organ in your abdomen and bothers me. And the dead one still dreams in Relia.
Ooh, damn.
Was born in your hat. You
Now we're gonna go into like a little pie thing.
Ouch!
And then we're at an impasse. Oh, shit. I think I just lost.
Your country was your house and wanted to be a cream-faced loon.
Your wife is rather plain and has bad breath and went to the mountains of madness with...
Yeah.
I'm sorry for troubling you. I might be dying, but to live without parties, I guess that's even worse.
No problem, mate. Send my regards to John Lennon.
Bruh. Bet your ass we're gonna do it again.
Excuse me, but I need this liver. I was shot and I'll die in a few
Oh no,
minutes.
he needs. Oh no, this time he needs the liver.
Sorry, but this is my liver, and I'm quite fond of it. I've partied my whole life, and I'd quite like to continue.
I'm dying and you're worrying about parties?
Oh, look at me. It's so sad. I'm dying. You know what's really sad?
You pose nude for a stewed prune and can't tie a tie.
Oof.
Ouch! Your sister smells of your face and gets turned on by tentacles.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to dot this.
Your father and the Nazis support a hamster, and everybody knows that.
Damn it. They're probably gonna lose once again.
Your house is your math teacher.
Your sense of style. Donated organs for your son. And everybody knows that.
Oh,
has worse hair than Stalin's jockstrap, and never heard the call of Cthulhu.
You were your cousin's car.
I gotta take your cousin's car from him, because he's gonna do the thing.
Your husband was the Queen.
Your cousin's car changes into your mother, Mr.
Dagon.
Your mother reads
Gumbo.
Necronomicon with Dagon and makes me sick.
Got him.
Sister was defeated by your son. I'm sorry for troubling you. I might be dying, but to live without parties...
Revenge!
No problem, mate. Send my regards to John Lennon.
So yeah, this is the thing that I was talking about, you know, like facing up against the big man upstairs. Now I don't know 100% for sure on this, so you know, you guys take it with a grain. You guys can take it with a grain of salt or whatever. But the person who voices father sounds an awful lot like Morgan Freeman, I believe. I don't know for sure if it actually is Morgan Freeman that plays as father, but. Yeah, it's quite interesting. Now, another thing about this scenario is that father has technically 2 health bars, so you have to, whittle him down quite a bit, basically. But I kind of think that he. That's what I'm looking for. I think he technically goes down a bit faster, but again, he has double the health points or something. So.
Welcome, my child.
Oh, hello there. Are you John Lennon?
I don't know that person, but I can answer any question of yours. One question, and only one I will answer. Not 2, not 3, exactly 1.
Righty, sir. I always wondered, what's the meaning of life?
Are you sure this is what you want to know? Maybe you're more curious about how toothpaste is put in the tube, or how plesiosaurus is mated?
No, thank you. I'll stick with the meaning of life.
Behold, then, for the meaning of life is...
Now, if I remember correctly, I think father's weakness is family members. Oof. Sure.
This conversation is warning the meaning of life, and has worse hair than your hat, I bet.
Your sister has a steaming romp with your mother.
Oh,
Hmm.
a Muppet and a lumberjack dance like. Yes, well, yeah.
Your father died because of your husband, and you can't deny it.
Ouch.
His clothing and is dull and ugly, which make you die or go insane.
Your wife puts on Granny's clothing and is dull and ugly, which will make you die or go insane.
Ouch. Your sense of style.
Alright, so now the white health bar is done.
Your sister admires pictures of the afterlife and never watched Star Wars. And now let me finish the rites.
Ouch. Your father is your wife, mate.
Your sins put on Granny's clothing and never heard the call of Cthulhu, and the dead one still dreams in Relia.
Ouch. Elderberries. Smell of this conversation.
I gotta take this conversation off of him. Shit.
The meaning of life and
Uh-oh.
your sense of style change into homeless man socks.
Ouch!
Ooh, that
This
was...
conversation still uses Windows Vista.
Hmm.
It might be an impasse. Cause I think if I can possibly get him with the, if I can possibly get him with, like, the bad grammar.
And your hat are the meaning of life.
Ouch! This conversation acts like Dagon.
Yep, so we're at an impasse. I win.
Your sister has worse hair than you, and has bum cancer, you commoner.
Your house and your son dance like. Yes, well, yeah. You are an exceptional creation. I decided to reveal the true meaning of life to you. Practice kindness and tolerance. Love yourself and never ever refreeze food that has been defrosted.
That is beautiful. I just wish I knew that before I died.
There we go. Learning the meaning of life. Got a trophy. You know, use one continuation. Took about 43 minutes. Almost close to 44. This insult 34. So now I got Nigel. Alright, so HP Crest is down, so
Oh, hi there. It's John Shufflebottom here.
now we're going to play with our boy Mr. Shufflebottom. Yeah, I will say though that like when it comes to like this game and even the Hollywood roast for that matter, definitely it definitely like is the two. There's like a couple of games that I love being able to play. especially like say, especially like, for, like the crazy randomness and everything, and also, like knowing the fact that, you can be able to play online with people and, have that kind of stuff. Sorry, I was just checking on my phone. Alright, so did that. Let's see how things go with old Boyle.
I wish to complain about this parrot I purchased.
The Norwegian blue? What's wrong with it?
It's dead, that's what's wrong with it.
Oh, no. He's resting.
And is getting fat.
Your country is vile and is getting fat. And you know it's true.
Oh, your sister looks like this conversation.
Oh.
Yeah, I gotta do that. Oops. I forgot I put like 2 hands.
Your sister dances like your father and puts on Granny's clothing, you cheeky bint.
Ouch! You look like this parrot.
Oh.
Yeah, I figure she's probably gonna take a homeless man's socks.
You were born in this parrot and are a lazy old codger and wear second-hand clothes.
Ouch! Your wife was homeless man's socks.
Oof.
Oh.
Your hat acts like your husband, and
Your hat acts like your husband and puts on Granny's clothing, you pillock.
You were a public loo.
Oh.
The bloody pet shop. And is rude.
Your sense of style can't exercise because of this bloody pet shop, and is rude and makes me sick.
Your husband was your house.
Oh, you are clearly not a parrot expert. I can assure you, I am qualified to assess his mood.
I'm sorry. You were right all along. He's probably just pining for the fjords.
The fjords. Alright, so scenario 2 is against Saturday night.
Good morning. Does this dead body belong to you by chance?
Of course not. I just borrowed it to put my teacup on.
You murdered this poor man to have tea on his rotting corpse.
How could I murder him when I was hiding in a shrubbery with my rifle the whole morning?
All right, you might have a perfect alibi, but you can't deny that...
Your sister still uses Windows Vista and is not part of Europe, you inbred twit.
Ugh. Your wife worked with you.
Oh.
Oh. Your son looks like your husband. Your husband and
Your son looks like your husband and bothers me. Cockwomble!
Ooh. A platypus was a lumberjack.
Oh. Your sense of style is not interesting, and your son makes me sick. Cockwomble!
Ow. Your wife admires pictures of your father, you tottering, full-born hedge pig.
Your mother can't exercise because of your sister and was a cider-drinking chav, and I have proof.
Got him.
Your hat farted on this place. I confess, it was me who murdered this man. I need his train ticket. Direct connection, first class.
First class? Then killing him for the ticket is understandable. But please, try to refrain from murder in future.
Gotta love it, you know? Ah, Grisha again, huh? Let's do it.
Excuse me, I believe this is my seat.
Your seat? Does it have your name on it?
I don't think so, but I have a ticket.
First class, eh? You don't look like a first class to me.
Hmm.
Hmm?
Oops. Whoopsie. Hit the wrong button.
Smells of you and makes me sick.
Ooh, some dog worked with your mother, Tovarish. Hmm.
Hit.
Your mother and Stalin's jockstrap look like...
Your country is an uneducated nincompoop. Pardon my French.
Ooh. Hmm.
Has a steaming romp with your mother, and wears second-hand clothes, and is getting fat.
Ouch! Your wife acts like this train and looks like your hat.
I gotta get the hat off of him.
Your hat is rude and was you inbred twit.
Ouch! Your house wanted to be your beloved auntie. Huh?
You know, it's randomly funny, but, I'm pretty much not really holding my controller for this whole thing.
Your sense of style can't tie a tie and tells dirty jokes at funerals. So go back to your seat.
Ooh, your wife worked with you.
Oh.
Huh? You have worse hair than cheese shop and where your father, you inbred tweet.
Your house
Ooh, that's
looks
close.
like a sad lemure and poses nude for your hovercraft. Ooh. See? You're too much of a commoner to sit here.
You're right, it's not my ticket anyway. I literally murdered for it, but it wasn't worth it after all.
That was almost too close for comfort, honestly. But what I was mentioning earlier about, like, I'm not holding my controller or anything is basically, like, I got my controller just, you know, just chilling on my little desk thing here. And I'm just, you know, like, pushing certain buttons that I need to in order to, you know, play the game and everything. Alright, so scenario 4 or 5 with Nigel at the ER. Who's gonna be wanting the liver?
Excuse me, but I need this liver. I was shot, and I'll die in a few minutes if I don't have it.
Terribly sorry, but this is my liver, and I'm quite fond of it. I've partied my whole life, and I'd quite like to continue.
I'm dying, and you're worrying about parties?
Oh, look at me, it's so sad I'm dying. You know what's really sad?
Your sister is deceased and dances like your hat.
Your wife was your son and needs a liver transplant. Oh.
Oof. your sensible of your head, and
Your son smells of your hat, and your sister swallowed a chewing gum.
You hush, fopdoodle.
double the double.
Ouch! Your liver acts like your house. Oh.
Ah, you got the hand.
A lumberjack, and your father, and the piece of battered cod make me sick.
Your wife changes into a frightened schoolboy.
Oh,
Ow. Your hat has worse hair than a hamster, and
Your hat has worse hair than a hamster and has bum cancer.
oh, your mother is your son.
uh-oh.
Your sister can't exercise because of a hamster and needs a liver transplant.
Ouch! Your sense of style stalked your math teacher.
Oh, that's settled then. I'm taking this liver.
Sure, take it. Don't forget to have me bladder and spleen as well, why don't you? Bloody self-entitled twit.
Alright. So I gotta say, we're doing pretty good. No continuations.
Welcome, my child.
Oh, hello there. Are you John Lennon?
I don't know that person, but I can answer any question of yours. One question, and only one I will answer. Not two, not three, exactly one.
Righty-ho. So, I was wondering, what's the meaning of life?
Are you sure this is what you want to know? Maybe you're more curious about how toothpaste...
I like how they're fucking, just every time they talk, they was just like they move their hand, like an up and down motion.
Behold, then, for the meaning of life is...
Ah, you got the and.
You wanted to be your hat and Arval.
Oh, your husband dances like your mother, like a minging peasant.
Ouch. Hmm.
Your house. Your sister was born in your house and smells of a hamster and bothers me. You lying git.
Your sister was born in your house and smells of a hamster and bothers me, you lying git.
Yeah, because so now we took away his thing.
Your math teacher has a steaming romp with a public loo and plays hidden object games, mister.
Some bloody minger was you.
Oh boy.
Your math teacher doesn't like your mother and is an uneducated nincompoop.
Ouch. The meaning of life and your hat looked like.
Maybe this might do it, I don't know.
Your sister was defeated by the afterlife.
Oh, your math teacher talks to strangers, mister.
Ouch. You are an exceptional creation. I decided to reveal
Nice.
the true meaning of life to you. Practice kindness and tolerance. Love yourself and never ever refreeze food that has been defrosted.
That is beautiful. I just wish I knew that before I died.
Nice. It's getting crowded. Hell yeah. Clean sweep that was. Hey, now we got Lo Wang. So let's see. So I believe possibly I can't remember for sure because it's been a while since I last done this, but like either we're going to get the Postal Dude or we're going to get Serious Sam, because I believe like those were, you know, one and or two characters, you know, that you can play around with, but I don't know. I'm trying to like look at the shape and everything, and a part of me kind of thinks like it's Serious Sam, but the other part of me thinks like it might be Postal Dude. But who knows? Okay, that's okay. That sound alone gave it away. That's gonna be Sam. Alright. So let's see. What time does it be? 7:19. So we could probably do like one, maybe two more, I guess. I just want to check stuff on Discord real quick. Because if a certain someone's going to be going live in a little while, then I might try and see if I can, you know, raid them. Okay, well apparently apparently the individual I was going to be raiding, I planned to raid, apparently is apparently canceling, their stream tonight and everything due to personal reasons, which I can understand that, and I can understand that and everything, so yeah. Hopefully they feel better soon. Okay. So I think what I'll do is because of the certain individual you know, was because it's an individual that's not going to be streaming on their channel and anything tonight. I think what I'll probably do is I might do at least like one more little you know, tournament thing and all that, and then that's how I'll probably call it for the stream and everything tonight. So I have to think about who I want to possibly try and raid. Let me check my Twitch track here. Ow. That hurt. Sean's streaming pretty early than I've anticipated. Okay, so I think I might have some possible ideas for a raid, you know, to do, because even if it's just me, you know, I'm still gonna try and, like, you know, raid somebody. I didn't know that actually was a thing. Anyway.
You can call me Mrs. Maggie, love.
Alright, so final tournament thing for the night. You know, Mrs. Maggie and everything, so let's go.
I wish to complain about this parrot I purchased.
The Norwegian Blue? What's wrong with it?
It's dead. That's what's wrong with it.
No, he's resting.
It's just the smell of all those animals. And changes into this bloody pet shop.
Your sister smells of all of those animals and makes me sick and changes into this bloody pet shop.
Oh! Your son was born in your country.
Your sister wanted to be your father, and your face is rude.
Your sister wanted to be your father and your face is rude. So, you know, well, it, eh?
You are this bloody pet shop.
Oh.
and is silly.
Your mother worked with you and is silly.
Oh, your house changes into Satan.
Oh.
Since I was deceased, and this next like a cheap suit. Oh, damn it. And damn it. Oh well, I don't think I'm doing good.
Sense of style is deceased and acts like a cheap suit.
Oh. You support your wife.
Oh.
Oh. Not interesting. And doesn't own a colored telly.
Your father is not interesting and doesn't own a colour telly.
Oh. Your house supports your son.
You are clearly not a parrot expert. I can assure you I'm qualified to assess his mood.
I'm sorry. You were right all along. Probably just pining for the fjords.
One thing, playing this again, I'm kind of remembering something. I'm remembering the times of like, whenever the characters would talk, like you can actually hear it on like the side that they're on. Like, for example, whenever Mrs. Maggie would talk, it should be on left on the left side, and then in this case we'll use Sir Knight. Like whenever he talks, he he will have like his audio will be on like the right side of like the speakers or headset or whatever.
Good morning. Does this dead body belong to you by chance?
Of course not. I just borrowed it to put my teacup on.
You murdered this poor man to have tea on his rotting corpse.
How could I murder him when I was hiding in a shrubbery with my rifle the whole morning?
All right, you might have a perfect alibi, but you can't deny that...
That looks like a sad lemur. And your mother goes around murdering people.
Your act looks like a sad lemur, and your mother goes around murdering people.
Ouch! Your hovercraft dances like a lumberjack.
Ooh,
Your sense of style. Probably murdered this poor man. And he's very naughty.
Your sense of style probably murdered this poor man and is very naughty.
Oh, your wife looks like your house.
Ah.
Your son. Is not a part of Europe. And it must be fun at parties because you're a spoiled brat.
Your son is not part of Europe and must be fun at parties because you're a spoiled brat.
Ouch! Your face has worse hair than you, and everybody knows that.
Ooh.
Basically a door of some dog. And makes me sick. And you know it's true.
Your wife secretly adores some dog and makes me sick. And you know it's true.
Oh, your face acts like a stewed prune.
Ooh.
You still use Windows Vista and you still use Windows Vista and have tiny feet and have no life experience. And I have proof.
You still use Windows Vista and have tiny feet and have no life experience. And I have proof.
Your husband doesn't like your father.
Ooh.
I confess, it was me who murdered this man. I need his train ticket. Direct connection, first class.
First class? Then killing him for the ticket is understandable. But please, try to restrain from murder in the future.
Hell yeah. Good as shot once again.
Excuse me, I believe this is my seat.
Your seat? Does it have your name on it?
I don't think so, but I have a ticket.
First class, eh? You don't look like a first class to me.
Hmm. Fuck up on the first thing.
has a steaming romp with a lumberjack, and your country is not interesting, sir.
Ouch! Your sense of style was born in... Hmm?
I was born in your beloved auntie.
Your sense of style was born in your beloved auntie and has an unsightly face.
Ooh, your wife and your seat are deceased. Hawarish.
Oh!
Your mother changed into a frightened schoolboy, and your sister will always be alone. And... Oops. And... Yeah, screw it.
Your mother changes into a frightened schoolboy, and your sister will always be alone.
You were?
Dances like your wife.
This conversation dances like your wife, and will always be alone, mate.
Ooh, your favorite changes into elderberries.
Oh.
This one was defeated by a grunting sow. Got him. Rude and cheap suit.
Your husband was defeated by a grunting sow, and your sister is rude and dances like a cheap suit.
Ouch! Your house wanted to be...
See? You're too much of a commoner to sit here.
You're right, it's not my ticket anyway. I literally murdered for it, but it wasn't worth it after all.
Hell yep. Oh, now we're facing Albert this time. Okay.
excuse me, but I need this liver. I was shot and I'll die in a few minutes if I don't have it.
Terribly sorry, but this is my liver, and I'm quite fond of it. I've partied my whole life, and I'd quite like to continue.
I'm dying and you're worrying about parties?
Oh, look at me. It's so sad. I'm dying. You know what's really sad? Your sister and your Rothercraft and the Queen were you?
Oh, your sense of style was born in your wife. Oh.
Uh-oh. Ah, god damn it. Oh yeah.
English pig dog and you dance like
But I wanted to be your mother.
this conversation acts like some dog and wanted to be someone insane.
Oh, your liver wanted to be your mother, and your mother wears second-hand clothes. Ouch!
Okay, now we can definitely get him with a double. Towards your father, and acts like this conversation because you're a spoiled brat.
Your mother secretly adores your father and acts like this conversation because you're a spoiled brat. Oh!
You support a frightened schoolboy?
Ah.
Ooh, triple. I'll walk on my thing.
Your beloved auntie and your Rothercraft smell of this conversation in it.
Oh, your mother is rude and has not finished puberty. Ooh,
Good eating.
then I'm taking this liver.
Sure, take it. Don't forget to have my bladder and spleen as well, why don't you? Bloody self-entitled twits.
That definitely would be a culpable moment for sure. Alright. 5 of 5. Mrs. Maggie versus father.
Welcome, my child.
Oh, hello there. Are you John Lennon?
I don't know that person, but I can answer any question of yours. One question, and only one I will answer. Not two, not three, exactly one.
Rightio. So, I always wondered, what's the meaning of life?
Are you sure this is what you want to know? Maybe you're more curious about how toothpaste is put in the tube, or how plesiosaurus is mated?
No, thank you. I'll stick with the meaning of life.
Behold, then, for the meaning of life is...
Frightened schoolboy. Died because of an ordinary pigsty.
A frightened schoolboy died because of an ordinary pigsty.
Can't exercise because of your sister.
Your mother can't exercise because of your sister.
Oh, you and your cousin's car and a cheap suit change into your beloved auntie.
The mother's getting fat and has no life experience.
Your mother is getting fat and has no life experience.
Ouch. Your husband has worse hair than your sins.
Oh,
Triple.
Frightened schoolboy, and you act like a platypus.
oh, your mother is an uneducated frustrated nincompoop, mister.
Ouch.
Woo, look at that. Hmm. I think this should be game. Ooh, Stairway to Heaven might be a problem.
The meaning of life has a steaming romp with a cheese shop and can I buy a stairway to heaven?
Your
Never mind.
face doesn't own a colour telly, and you can't deny it.
Ah, that's so close.
The meaning of life is full of eels, and he's deceased and still uses Windows Vista.
Nah, that's game.
Ouch. You and your country act like your sister. You are an exceptional creation. I decided to reveal the true meaning of life to you. Practice kindness and tolerance. Love yourself and never ever refreeze food that has been defrosted.
That is beautiful. I just wish I knew that before I died.
Yeah. New goodies unlocked. Really?
Sir Knight, at your service.
Oh, I got the ER. That's fine. That is perfectly fine. So yeah, I would keep going on, but I don't think anyone's really going to be coming by or anything like that, because it seems more or less like it's kind of just, you know, one of those little situations where everything is kind of like on a slow day or something, or just I don't get many people that come by. But I will say though that I did have me some fun with this, you know. Like I did have me some fun with this, you know. It was nice to, you know, revisit Sir, the Insult Simulator and everything, and you know, I definitely hope to, you know, come back to it again someday, and you know, like, you know, get all the you know, like all the characters and all the, you know, places and everything like that, and again, you know, maybe and maybe in the future, you know, I might take this thing online to, you know, challenge, you know, online people. I mean, hey, for all I know, for those of you that are watching, you know, if you happen to have this game, would it be like on, you know, like PS4 or PC or whatever? You know, maybe one day, you know, you and I might cross paths or something, but it's hard to say not knowing. But yeah, I would go on, but I'm just going to go ahead and just end it here, you know, because usually at most, you know, like if nothing really happens or something, then I kind of just, you know, go for like 2 hours at most. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this little stream of Oh Sir, the Insult Simulator. I'm glad that I was able to find this on you know, PS4 and everything like that, along with the Hollywood Roast. You know, it's a fun little game to, you know, just to play around with and just, you know, have some laughs and all that good stuff. So, yeah. But I'm gonna do my schedule and then my outro, and then I'm gonna try and see if I can raid someone, which I think I might have an idea of too of who I might, you know, drop in on. But if everything goes well, my next stream will be tomorrow, aka Thursday. And I will be trying to do some more of Batman Return to Arkham Asylum. We're going to be trying to continue on with that game for the first time and all that, and see how our first playthrough goes. You know, I'm looking forward to getting back into it and all that good stuff. So hopefully I can see you guys around for that. And I guess I'll go ahead and kind of mention some ideas that I have for my next active week of streaming and everything. Plans may somewhat change, but so far the ideas that I have are I want, like, for Monday I want to try and see if I can do some more Doom 2016. Because I want to try and get back into that, and, you know, see if I can, you know, mix more progression and all that, and everything. Tuesday I'll probably do, like, I don't know, maybe I might try and do, like, maybe some Duke Nukem 3D World Tour. You know, do like episode 3 and everything like that. Yeah, because I know I've been kind of like, you know, planning to do some more Duke 3D World Tour, and then kind of like put it to the side for like different reasons and whatnot, but you know, it's kind of just having to wait and see how everything goes. But after that though, my next stream will be on Friday, which will be more Bloodborne, and I'm gonna kind of make a bit of an update / announcement type of thing. But because of how I have now gotten into New Game Plus 2 with Dr. Yeetus, he is going to technically be doing his New Game Plus 2 run off stream. But I'm also going to be trying to use him for dungeon purposes and everything, because for those of you that have not seen, that don't follow me on Twitter, then you know you more than likely have missed some tweets that I put out. But basically, I am now like technically 2 achievements away from platinuming Bloodborne. First one is that I have to get the 3rd ending, which is basically sacrificing ourselves to Gehrman, which I'll probably do that with the dude, you know, and in his future playthrough. And the next thing after that is apparently fighting Queen Yharnam, and I believe in the story dungeons apparently. So basically on Friday, I'm gonna be starting Bloodborne with some, you know, some dungeons and whatnot with Dr. Yeetus. You know, we're gonna try and do everything that we can, especially like, you know, going through all the treasure rooms and whatnot. And then depending on how things go, you know, like if we have enough time to kill, we might play around with the dude just a little bit. Mainly because I mainly might be doing a thing where I might try to help out people with either like Cleric Beast or Father Gascoigne, because basically what I'm trying to do with the dude is I'm trying to get like I'm trying to get like as much blood echoes and stuff as I can, because this is going to be a feature because this is basically going to be the character that's going to be like, you know, going into New Game Plus, into New Game Plus territory, and it's going to be quite a lengthy build, I guess you could say, because I have like, you know, so many ideas of, you know, having to put like, you know, points into certain things and all that. So yeah. But after that, though, my next stream will be on Saturday, which will be yet another installment of Sega Sonic Saturday, and we will be doing some Sonic Origins again. We'll be playing some classic Sonic 1 as Knuckles. We'll be using the level select cheats, stuff, and everything like that. We will be enabling 7th Chaos Emerald, and also trying to, you know, like enable the Sonic 2 and 3 item monitors and things like that, and see how things go from there. I hope that you guys aren't like, you know, bored of Sonic Origins, especially like, you know, with Sonic 1 and everything, but basically in a nutshell, like, I do want to try and do everything within that game before, you know, like, I go on to, you know, like, say, say Sonic 2, Sonic 3, Knuckles, Sonic CD, and, you know, and all that jazz, so, yeah. But after that, though, my next stream will be on, excuse me. But after that, though, my next stream will be on, Sunday, and I might, technically, I say technically, I might debut a new game to the channel, because I may or may not dip my toes into playing some Dead by Daylight for PS4. Yeah, because that's another game I got on the channel and everything, and I wanted to, you know, try that out for myself, because I've seen that game, you know, I've seen streams of that game like so many times, you know, and everything, and I wanted to kind of like, you know, dive into that little experience, see how things go, and all that, so, yeah. But, as per usual, you know, like, if anything changes or whatnot, then I will try and let you guys know, on Twitter, you know, so that way you guys can know exactly, you know, like, what's going on and all that stuff. So if you don't follow me on Twitter, you know, of course feel free to do so, because I usually post a lot of stuff there, you know, especially like from past, you know, like past Twitch vlogs and, you know, things like that and everything. So yeah. Excuse me. But yeah, hopefully you guys have enjoyed the stream and everything, though. And again, I just want to say once more, you know, whether you're watching this live or as a VOD or as a video on YouTube in the future, you know, thank you so much for watching. I really and truly do appreciate it, you know, and all that good stuff. And if you enjoyed what you saw today and you want to, you know, see more from me in the future, as always, you know, feel free to give my Twitch channel a follow and become a Rumble Maniac today. As I mentioned already, if you have a Twitter account, you can follow my Twitter at Mr. Rumble Roses to know what goes on from any, like, you know, stream related updates to post notifications just know when I go live and all that stuff. And if you have a YouTube channel, you can subscribe to my YouTube to, you know, see what all I do there, because I do have a lot of like videos that I've posted from the past before I became a live streamer. And also, you know, you can be able to check out my a lot of my past Twitch VOD stuff over there, so that way you don't have to always, you know, watch it on Twitch. So, yeah. But anyway, as per usual, I'm going to raid someone. I'm going to end the stream, get on Twitch, and set up the raid that way. So, you know, if anyone's in the chat, which I don't know for sure. I mean, like, even though it says I have like one viewer, but I don't know if if that's an actual person or not. But it's just something I still usually do. You know, like if I you know, like whenever I end the stream, you know, I you know, do that, get on Twitch and find someone to raid. Whether it be, you know, just a solo raid from me, or if I have people to join me or whatever. So, yeah. But anyway, again, thank you guys so much for watching. You know, I really appreciate it. And until I see everyone in the next video or live stream, take care, everybody.